Hello dear residents and guests of our capital. Today platoon number 214 will give you a tour of the main attractions of the city of Moscow. Okay, let's go!
Excuse me. Hello, this is our first time in Moscow. Could you tell us about the main attraction of the city?
Hello, yes of course.
I think we'll right to start our tour at the Moscow Triumphal Gate. To go with, we need to go along street.
The Triumphal Gate on Victory Square is one of the most recognizable sites of the capital, and it's also a reminder of the important page in Russian history.
Next point of our tour will be the Stalin skyscrapers. To do this, we need to go down the metro to the Park Pobeda station and ride to the Smolenskaya station. We exit the metro, turn left and walk along Smolensky Boulevard. On the left will be one of the Stalin skyscrapers, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Stalin skyscrapers in Moscow are seven high-rise structures built in honor of the anniversary of the capital, embodying the power and grandeur of the USSR and its people.
The most important of the seven high-rise structures are the building of the Moscow State University and the building of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
The return to the metro, go to the Arbatskaya station, make a transition to the Biblioteka имени Ленина station and go to the Okhotny Ryad station. Exit the metro and turn left. Before us is the Bolshoi Theatre.
The Bolshoi Theatre is the main theatre of Russia, one of the leading theatres in the world. For several centuries, the Bolshoi Theatre has been the heart of the entire cultural life of the capital. This structure is called the history stage. The Bolshoi Theatre is a building of light stone, and the evening in its main architectural elements are illuminated so that it looks even more grandiose. At the main entrance is victories and great white 8 columns, on top of which triangle roof, white elegant and rich stucco is built. For many years there has been a sculpture of the portico, a church with horses, and Apollo controls the appearance. The structure somewhat resembles the ancient Greek temple.
Also to our left is the Malый Theatre.
The Malый Theatre is one of the oldest theatres in Russia. The Bolshoi and Malый Theatre have a single trope, stage drama, opera and ballet. At first, the whole smell was a simple signal of the size of the building compared to the large theatre standing next to it. But by the middle of the 19th century, the word Big and Small had become proper name. In 1991, the Malый Theatre as a particularly valuable cultural object of the country was included in the list on national treasures of Russia along with the Bolshoi Theatre.
Excuse me, is there any department store near here?
Yes, this is our next attraction. From the Malый Theatre, we are moving straight along Petrovka Street. They are right in front of us is the Central Department Store of Moscow.
Zum is the largest department store in Eastern Europe and one of the most famous department stores in Russia. Located in the very center of Moscow, Zum is one of the most fashionable places in the city. It is here the collection of international and Russian brands are presented.
Several cafes and restaurants are at the service of Zum visitors, and on the ground floor there is a government shop, Globus Government.
We go out into the street, turn right and go along the Theatre Passage. To our right will be the State Duma.
The history of representative legislative body state power in Russia began with the establishment of the first state Duma in 1905 during the work of the four Dumas of the Russian Empire. Laws on education, labor, protection and work were abolished. Deputies were involved in the development of social protection measures for the poor and other segments of the population. Special attention was paid to public education and development
of the social sphere. Funds were allocated for the construction of schools, hospitals, temples, charity house. The State Duma is one of the two chambers of Russian Parliament, the Federal Assembly.
Let's walk along the theater passage, cross the road at the traffic lights and turn right.
Nikolska Street is one of the most favorite streets for people because in the evening it's turned into a colorful fairy tale and look like this. Previously, Nikolska Street was famous for its monasteries, shopping malls and house of famous people. The street was opened back in the time of Boris Godunov and was used for the solemn meeting of the kings. Now there are many shops and restaurants.
The next attraction is Manezhny Square.
Manezhny Square is one of the main square in the Moscow. Manezh Square stretches along the Alexander Garden. The square assumed the name in 1937, thanks to the Manezh building, which was built here in 1817. The square connects Red Square with the major traffic artery Tverskaya Street, which starts here and runs northwest in the direction of St. Petersburg.
Center of our capital, Red Square.
Is it far from here?
No, it's 2 minutes on foot.
Red Square is a central city square in Moscow, the capital of Russia. It is always open to visitors and tourists love taking pictures there. The name of the square comes from the color of the bricks around it. In Soviet times, military parades and demonstrations took place on the square after the collapse of the USSR. It began to be used for public events and concerts. Total area is 24,750 square meters. The complex now serves as the official residence of the President of the Russian Federation and as a museum. Every day Red Square attracts plenty of Russia and foreign tourists.
The Alexander Garden is a well-kept park in the center of Moscow, stretching for almost 1900 meters along the northern Kremlin wall from the corner Arsenal Tower to the southern водовзводная Tower.
The park consists of three parts: upper, middle and lower garden. Cypress, lime and maple trees, ornamental shrubs grow in the upper and middle parts, flower beds are planted in summer. Visitors are fascinated by the combination of historic monuments and beautiful nature.
This is one of the largest department stores in Europe, which occupies an entire block. The main facade of Duma overlooks Red Square.
State department store is located in the center of Moscow. Its building is an attractive monument of federal significance.
The Moscow Kremlin is one of the most famous landmarks of Russia and the symbol of former Soviet authority. It was built in 1482 and 1495. Now it is located on the high left bank of the Moscow River. There the Neglina River flows into it. The complex now serves as the official residence of the President of the Russian Federation and as a museum. The President Red walls and towers of the Kremlin were built in 1385 and 56. At the top, the wall is decorated with the teeth in the form of a swallow's tail. On the outside, the wall is smooth, and the inner side of the wall is framed with arched recesses for reinforcement and facilitating the construction. The Kremlin is the pride of Russia.
St. Basil's Cathedral is a cool building of the time of Ivan the Terrible, by which any forgetting still recognized Moscow. This is the most recognized Russia temple. The reason for the construction of the cathedral was the conquest of the Kazan Khanate.
We heard that near Red Square is one of the most beautiful parks in the world. It's true?
Yes, this is a ready park. Let's go there.
Let's move on to the final attraction. The Rada Park is one of the new symbols of the city. This place is one of the 5 best parks in the world. It's located in the very center of Moscow, a stone's throw from the Kremlin. The park was designed as an island of peace and created on the city center. In the Rada Park, you can visit an ice cave, media center, listen to concerts, and taste unique dishes of Russian cuisine. The park has exhibitions, concert halls and historical buildings. There are many surprises waiting for you in the Radio Park.